As far as Asian representation in Hollywood, there's still a long way to go, but there are pioneers who have set the stage for today's talent. While fighting against stereotypes in their performances, movies, and activism, Asian and Asian American actors are carrying the torch that the Golden Age performers who came before them kindled. So, join Facts First as we recognize the groundbreaking Asian American performers of the Golden Age who shaped Hollywood of today. May Wong. May Wong, an American of Chinese ancestry who made her acting debut in the 1922 film The Toll of the Sea, is often considered the most famous Asian performer of Hollywood's Golden Age. Her career spanned from 1919 to 1961, making her the first Chinese-American film star. She was born Wong Liu Song and has appeared in over 60 films, as well as on television, theater, and in radio. Wong was also a fashion plate, having been named the world's best-dressed woman by New York-based Mayfair Mannequin Society in 1934. But one of the worst setbacks in her career was when she was passed over for the lead role of the Chinese heroine Lan in MGM's 1937 production of The Good Earth by Pearl S. Buck. The role ultimately went to a white actress. Wong was successful in her own right, yet she still spoke about the shortage of good Asian casting in Hollywood. She claimed to be sick and tired of the roles she was asked to play, which drove her to take a hiatus from acting in 1949. By the time her 1957 show The Gallery of Madame Liu Song aired, Wong had become the first Asian American to star in a mainstream TV series. Bruce Lee. There's little debate Bruce Lee is one of the most well-known and influential Asian actors of all time. Before his death in 1973, he only appeared in 5 feature films as a leading man, yet he single-handedly destroyed the stereotype of the weak Asian. Before Lee's time, Asian males were frequently portrayed as immature and infantile in American culture. But a film and media studies professor at Colorado State University named Hee Sung Chung told ABC in 2005 that Bruce Lee had disproved these stereotypes about Asian men with his excellent physique, strength, and attractiveness. Sessue Hayakawa. Sessue Hayakawa, a Japanese actor, became a Hollywood superstar during the golden age of silent cinema. Hayakawa was pigeonholed by American culture as a gorgeous, gloomy villain, making him a sex icon among female audiences. During the 1910s and 20s, he was a prominent Hollywood heartthrob right up there with Valentino. The Japanese actor rose to prominence after appearing in Cecil B. DeMille's 1915 silent thriller The Cheat. The movie was an instant hit, and filmgoers at the time marveled at the film's apparent interracial sexuality. After relishing his heartthrob moments in Hollywood, Sessue spent the next several decades enjoying great success on Broadway before making his way back to the silver screen. Among his more than 80 film credits are Daughter of the Dragon and the Academy Award-nominated classic Bridge on the River Kwai. This video is brought to you by Established Titles. Have you ever been interested in being a lord or a lady? With Established Titles, now you can become one. For real. You could officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on your credit card, plane tickets, etc. You can even get it on your dating profiles. You can purchase title packs that give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. With the purchase, you'll receive an official certificate with a crest. Your certificate features a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. Established Titles told me that the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes of walking. Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or a lady, we can build our little Facts First kingdom. They plant a tree with every order and work with global charities, One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future, to support global reforestation efforts. It makes an amazing last-minute gift. Established Titles is actually running an early Black Friday sale, plus if you use the code FV10, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/FV10 to get your gifts now and help support the channel. James Shigeta. James Shigeta was a third-generation Japanese American who participated in the Korean War and was born in Hawaii. When he returned to America, he launched his career as a nightlife performer under the alias Guy Brion. Shigeta shot to fame after being cast as Wang Ta in the 1961 film adaptation of the musical Flower Drum Song. The movie made history because it included an ensemble cast that was primarily composed of Asian Americans, something that had never been done before in Hollywood. The film was well received by audiences of all kinds, but notably of those of Asian descent. It was nominated for 5 Academy Awards. Shigeta became well known for his roles in films including Bridge to the Sun, Walk Like a Dragon, and The Crimson Kimono. When interviewed for the 2006 documentary The Slanted Screen, Asian Men in Films and Television, Shigeta recalls being informed by an MGM director he would be much more successful if he was white. That statement, he claims, led him to believe that discrimination was more of an issue for most Asian actors. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Miyoshi Umeki. One of the most well-known Asian Hollywood actresses of the 1950s was Japanese-born Miyoshi Umeki. Miyoshi is most recognized for her Oscar-winning role as Katsumi, a Japanese war bride, in the 1957 film Sayonara. In addition to Umeki, Yo Jung is the only other actress of Asian descent to have won an Academy Award, making her the first Asian woman to receive it. Young Yo Jung got hers in 2021 for her performance in Minari. Umeki, who is a talented vocalist in her own right, was up for both a Tony and a Golden Globe in the 1950s. By the early 70s, Umeki had retired from performing after a successful career in television, Broadway, and the movies. Keye Luke. As an Asian American actor, Keye Luke made his Hollywood debut in the 1934 film The Painted Veil, co-starring Greta Garbo. However, this role was uncredited. 3 years after his birth in China, Luke and his family relocated to the U.S. According to Turner Classic Movies, he was chosen for The Painted Veil when an MGM executive was searching for a Chinese actor with excellent English diction. But prior to becoming famous, Luke had a career as a commercial artist in Hollywood, creating advertising for Fox and RKO theaters. His breakthrough role was as Charlie Chan's #1 son, Lee Chan, in a series of films based on the comic character of the same name. Merle Oberon. The fact that this stunning woman was the first Indian actress ever nominated for an Oscar was largely overlooked at that time. To advance her career, several Hollywood officials covered up her Anglo-Indian heritage for the entirety of her career. Prior to her death in 1979, Oberon claimed to be an Australian of Tasmanian descent, but it was later discovered that she was born and brought up in Mumbai. The Trouble with Merle, a 2002 documentary examining Oberon's life, was directed by Marie Delovsky. And according to him, the studio rewrote her biography and she had to live that narrative for as long as she wanted to be an actress. Nancy Kwan. The first significant role of Nancy Kwan's career came in the British-American romantic drama The World of Susie Wong. She played the title character. The Chinese-American actress also appeared in Flower Drum Song, a movie based on the 1958 Broadway musical. The LA Times published an article and a photo shoot on Kwan in 1960, and in it they admitted she was frequently cast in similar roles. Nancy Kwan, who is of mixed European and Asian ancestry, had disturbing premonitions of being typecast as a geisha girl, Madame Butterfly, or the protagonist of a James Michener novel. So she made her way to a photographer's studio and spent some time changing into and out of various disguises. In an interview published in May of 2021 on the Filipino news website Rappler, Kwan reflected on her career and recalled there were only a small number of Asian actresses working in the early 60s, but that they were always there to support each other. Benson Fong and Maylia Fong. Benson Fong, who started his career in an uncredited appearance in Charlie Chan at the Opera, was born in Sacramento, California. Soon after, Fong was cast as number 3 son Tommy Chan in a number of Charlie Chan movies. In addition to his part as Master Wong in Flower Drum Song, he has played a variety of different characters in films, including a Japanese officer, a Chinese clerk, a houseboy, a scout from South Korea, a chef, and a gorilla. In 1946, Benson married actress Gloria Sui Chin, who was primarily known as Maylia. In 2016, The Hollywood Reporter published an obituary for the late actress, where it was revealed she had signed a deal with Columbia Pictures and had been assigned the stage name Maylia, which translates to beautiful in Cantonese. Maylia made her acting debut in the 1947 movie Singapore, where she played a maid, and went on to portray an orphaned Chinese adolescent in the flick To the Ends of the Earth. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these actors or actresses was your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.